Two of the world's largest economies and former trade partners, the United States and China, have been engaged in a drawn-out trade war, slugging it out with increased tariffs on goods and services and trade bans resulting in major business implications on both sides. How does this reality affect Africa, and what are the key outtakes for the continent? News Central's Nasir Agbalaya speaks with PwC Chief Economist Dr. Andrew Nevin to shed some light on this.
I lived in China for 10 years. The first time I went there was 1983. So I've seen this incredible transformation. It's lifted 600 or 700 million people out of poverty. And it's not without negative consequences that we know on the environment and other issues in China. But the Chinese are very smart, and I think they're taking a long view of this. I could see in the short term that it affects headline economic growth numbers, but I think China really has its eye on the strategic prize geopolitically over the next 10 to 20, 30 years, or maybe even longer. The short term, it's a problem for us, because if we have a short-term hit to global economic growth, it always spills over to Africa. We don't have a big enough economy or enough control of our economy to be able to avoid these headwinds. So if global growth slows down, it's going to take a hit. But I mean, I think it highlights for Africa that we really need to take our economic destiny into our own hands. I mean, we need to get to a place where we're not so dependent on what's happening in other economies, and interest rate rises in the United States affect us in a difficult way. So I think that's the issue, and that's what we should be talking about in Africa. How do we make our economies more resilient so we're not at mercy to this kind of trade war over the next few years?